Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This your brother Nawak coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, News and Prophecy, Uproars, Floods, Tornado, Snowstorm, and Plane Crash. It's a lot going on right about now. It's a lot going on in the world today. If you thought 2024 was something, you haven't seen nothing yet. 2025 is moving even faster, and it's a lot more things happening. You got the new president, or you got DJ Trump back in there again, aka Nero. He's doing his thing. He's signing all those executive orders. He's firing people. He's laying off people. He's getting rid of people. Everything is changing real fast. They got this guy in there to bring in their NWO, to bring in their new plans or their new way of doing things, and they're scrapping this old way. See? So things are moving really fast, and they're investigating a lot of different monies and things that's been happening with the Treasury, and things are being exposed. So every and anything that's happening right about now, it's a lot going on. The Lord is moving things, and we getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. That's why all of these things are happening in the world today. This is all prophecy, and we love it. We see that the Lord is moving this thing right along. It's going to be Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble, a time on earth there's never been. We can see everything is setting up for Jacob's trouble. Everything is setting up. People are uproaring out here. There are protests going on in all the states in Babylon the Great. And the media is not really covering it. It's very low. All of that's prophecy. All of those things that's happening in the world today is prophecy, along with Elon Musk and his brain C-hip, along with this AI system that they want to use to run everything. That's all prophecy. See, the Lord knew that they would be doing these things in these last days. They think they've found something in this AI to disrupt things or to change things other than what the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua has already said. Everything happening in the world is encompassed in the prophecies of the Lord. No matter what they come out with, everything they do is prophecy. Everything we do on the right-hand side as prophets, everything we're doing is prophecy. So everything is happening according to the plans and purposes of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And we see, like I said, we getting close. Even DJ Trump, he's been saying, hey, he going to take Gaza. He going to take Gaza. And sooner or later, this prophecy going to come to pass where the small one is going to draw them out. As a matter of fact, before I get into, because I got some videos and some articles I want to get into, I want to get this prophecy in Jeremiah for what Trump said he wants to do. He wants to take Gaza. This is all setting up just the way that the Lord wants it to set up, just the way the Lord wants it to happen. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Jeremiah chapter 50 and 45. I want to get this. It says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that he have taken against Babylon. This is not talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. It says that he has taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock is talking about them small hatters over there in our land. They are going to draw out Babylon the Great, aka America, into that third world's war, which is also prophecy. And we see everything is happening according to what the Lord wants to happen. It's no coincidence that Babylon is backing up them small hatters over there, and everything they want to happen. Sooner or later, this prophecy of surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. That prophecy is about to happen. That prophecy is coming, and it literally could happen this year. It says, he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So, hey, once they draw Babylon the Great into that third world's war, it's over. It's over, because once the third war pops off, then Yahushua is going to be here. And when Yahushua comes, that's a wrap. It's over. So everything is happening according to prophecy. So when we hear DJ Trump talking about he taking Gaza, hey, it's just one step closer to this prophecy right here. This prophecy that is getting ready to come to pass. And one more thing before I get into, I want to get one more scripture. I want to get this in Zephaniah, because the Lord, he's doing exactly what he said he would be doing in these last days. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. That's exactly what he's doing. The Lord is gathering the nations. He's going to have all the armies of the world. These heathens going to be over there in the Middle East. And that's where that World War III is going to pop off. See? And once that happens, it's a domino effect. Everything is happening according to the plans and purposes and the prophecies of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, his righteous anger. So the Lord getting ready to pour out his righteous anger, and he going to judge all these heathen nations. So this is coming. It says, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. We finna see the fire of the Lord's jealousy. Because when he comes, he coming back angry. He coming back with anger that this world has never seen. He's coming back with fierce wrath. And he going to be devouring all of these different armies over there in the Middle East. It's going down. And none of them going to be left standing when Yahushua comes back. The scriptures say he going to put all of these kingdoms, all of these nations under his feet. All these armies are getting ready to be put under the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, under Yahushua's feet. See? And he going to have many crowns on his head, as it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 19. Those crowns represent all of these different kingdoms, or all of these different armies that the Lord is getting ready to destroy. He going to wipe all of them out. And the Lord has given these countries, especially Babylon the Great, all kinds of technology, all kinds of planes and drones and weaponries on a high level. But the Lord said he going to make quick work of this place when he comes back here. It's only going to take 1 hour. He going to throw all of these kingdoms down in 1 hour. Now, from there, I want to get into some video clips. I got some video clips of things happening in the news. Let's start with this first video clip. There's been a lot of flooding going on. This is in Hurley, Virginia. It says massive flood takes over parts of Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. It's been a lot of flooding happening all over the world, let alone Babylon the Great. Let me roll it.
This is Hurley, Virginia.
That's a bank right there.
February 15th,
Completely submerged.
2025. Hurley Road, Hurley, Virginia. Near the Dollar General.
The Dollar General used to be over there. That's what she's saying.
Legacy Bank.
That's the bank.
Hardwood and lumber.
completely
And down there is the
submerged.
wooden horse.
This whole town is devastated. It's through. And these are the types of things happening in the world, especially right here in Babylon the Great. The Lord is plaguing this place. He's hitting this place with plagues, just like he said he would. Look at that. It's through. All completely submerged, the whole city. Yep. And people not even paying attention. It's like the way they doing the media and the news. They may speak about something for a split second, but major stuff like that, they not really putting out there. But the people in these cities and in these towns, in Babylon the Great and around the world, they're experiencing tremendous flooding and all kinds of crazy weather, volcanoes, tornadoes, earthquakes. It's going down because why? We're in the last days. We're in the last days. Now, this next video clip I want to get is over there in Japan. They just got hit with a massive snowstorm, and they set records for how deep it is.
Japan just got. This picture behind me is not even doing justice. So the other day, Japan received so much snow within 12 hours, it reached up to 47 inches. Yes, 47 inches. Record breaking. It's not just shit happening in America. It's happening all around the globe. Y'all know this not normal. Let me know how this is normal. I'll wait. I never seen nothing like this, and they haven't seen anything like this either. Y'all, look at these videos. These people are literally shoveling out a tunnel just so they can have space to walk. Look at that shit, y'all. Do you see that? So y'all gonna sit here and tell me that's normal? To get this much snowfall, and it's still snowing. So just imagine if he didn't start shoveling this shit out. That shit almost come up to his neck. So if they got that in 12 hours, just imagine if it started to snow again. That shit gonna be over all they heads. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Don't forget to share this because like I said, this is not normal at all. And that's why.
So yeah, it's going down. This year, everything is happening. If you can't see we in the last days, you are completely blind. You're blind with your eyes, and you're definitely spiritually blind. The Lord is visiting this place just like he said he would in these last days. That's where all of these things are happening. See? This snow of 47 inches is a record amount of snow that just hit that place. And I believe I got a little bit. I'm going to play this video clip right here. This is from the Weather Network. It's about 50 seconds just to back that up.
Residents in Japan's northern city of Obihiro woke up to find their vehicles buried beneath a mountain of snow on February 4th. Two low-pressure systems on either side of the country brought disruptive weather to the island of Hokkaido, resulting in significant travel disruptions and widespread closures. Some people were unable to leave their homes as the thick snow barricaded doorways. The onslaught set a new national record when Obihiro recorded 129 centimeters in just 12 hours. Locals struggled to navigate through the deep snow, and officials urged people to avoid unnecessary outings.
You see that? And right now, right here, even in Babylon the Great, we getting another one of them cold vortexes where it's going to be negative temperatures around this country. That's happening right now. This whole week is set up to be real cold. One more thing I want to point out is that there was a, let me see if I can pull it up. There was there was some flooding right here in Detroit. There was a flood. See if I can pull that up real quick. So yeah, this was caused by a water main break. So this whole area over here in southwest Detroit is flooded in what they say 54 inches of water. It says between 150 to 200 homes in southwest Detroit were impacted after a massive 54-inch water main break early Monday morning left the streets flooded with several feet of water. So this whole area in southwest Detroit is completely flooded. It says we were on the scene as residents had to be evacuated from their homes. Many residents called the Detroit News 7 News Detroit Monday morning reporting that they were stuck inside their homes as they were filled up with water. So man, it's so much happening. It's so much happening. See, we see the Lord doing everything he said he would be doing in these last days. So as we see these things happening, hey, we getting close. You know we getting close. We are getting very, very close to the end of this thing. We getting close to Yahushua coming back and destroying this wicked kingdom and delivering us. That's what we want. We want to be delivered up out of here. Now from there, see, what else did I have? Oh yeah, I want to get this because people have been uproaring in all the states right here in Babylon the Great. It's been uproars going on, but it's been very low key in the main stream media. This is all prophecy. It says there were 50 protests in all 50 state capitals yesterday, and the media isn't covering it. So yeah, I've seen a little bit on the media, but it's very, very low key. They're not bringing this stuff out. See, all of these protests are happening all over Babylon the Great. Media is playing it down. They playing it down, but we know this is prophecy. I even did a video. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I can find it. I might have it pulled up. No, I don't have it pulled up. But yeah, I did a video about that it's going to be floods. It's going to be not floods, but it's going to be uproars coming to Babylon the Great. And we seeing it right now. We seeing it right now. Those uproars are happening all over Babylon the Great, aka America. And it's going to go from these peaceful protests. These peaceful protests is going to turn into sedition. People are going to rise up on this place. It's getting there. You could sense the tension in the air. Where people are not liking what DJ Trump and the crew is doing with all of the changes that they're making. This is out of the usatoday.com. It says, people are feeling galvanized. Anti-Trump protesters rally in cities across the U.S. It says, Washington, groups opposed to the actions by the Trump administration in recent weeks. Coverage on cities Wednesday across the U.S. to loudly register their discontent days after widespread rallies and street marches against President Donald Trump's immigration policies. So uproars of the people. This is prophecy. This is prophecy. The people are getting angry. People are getting upset. People are pissed off. People who voted for DJ Trump is, hey, you get what you get, especially our people. A lot of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were Trump supporters. You voted for DJ Trump. You thought it was going to be good. Hey, you finding out that you signed up for the wrong thing. See, the only one that you can trust or you should put your trust and faith in is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Definitely not in DJ Trump. See, because these horns are coming out. The horns is coming out on these devils. They got a plan. They setting up their NWO. See, they setting it up. That's what you see happening. But it's all prophecy. They supposed to be doing these things. These protests, these uproars happening all around Babylon the Great. We literally witnessing prophecy happening right before our eyes. And like I said, this is going to turn real bad. It's going to turn into sedition. It's going to be way worse. It's going to be way, way worse. And real quick, it was they thought a couple people in New York had Ebola, and after they checked them, they said they ruled it out. They ruled it out that they didn't have it. But man, pestilences is happening all over the place. You got birdemics happening. All of this is prophecy. Everything is happening all at once. Like I said, everything is happening. Floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes. It's the Lord is bringing it all out. Uproars of the people. You name it. Everything is happening. Everything is going down. The Lord is doing everything he said he would be doing in these last days. And it's nobody can stop it. See, every move these devils make, they bring in their kingdom one step closer to an end, and we getting closer to the kingdom. That's what's happening. We literally living in prophetic times to where the Lord is bringing to pass his prophecies. One more thing I want to bring up is about those floods. The brother, hold on, pause it.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on.
The brother over at GMS Inspiration of the Almighty, Subscribe and Be Edified, he put together a clip of all of the floods happening all over the place. The name of this video was No Games, More Flooding, Visited by the Lord. See? And Lord's will, I'm going to put this link in the description box where you can go back and watch it. He puts together all of the flooding happening all over the place that, the media is not really covering what's the magnitude of what the Lord is doing. The magnitude of what the Lord is doing, everything is moving. Everything. Wars, rumors of wars. See, the Lord is pulling all of the nations over there in the Middle East. He got DJ Trump. He literally gonna be drawing, those small hatters gonna draw Babylon the Great into that third world war. Everything that we prophesy about is happening. And if you can't see it, you just don't want to see it, or you blind. You just can't see. The Lord has blinded you. Now from there, let's get into some scriptures. Let's start out in the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. And that's exactly what he's doing. This is prophecy is happening. We measuring the time diligently. How? We're watching the things that are happening in the world and we're lining it up with biblical prophecy. That's how we know what time we're in. That's how we know we're getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. That's how we know Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back to deliver us. See, Lord's will, this be that year that we get delivered up out of here. The year of our salvation. The year that Edom gets his judgment and Babylon the Great be destroyed. That's what we're looking forward to. And everything is moving faster. Everything is happening. Everything is happening. The Lord has put it on these devils' minds to pull a agenda out and move it faster. They've already been doing it. It's already been being set up over the years, but everything now is just moving faster. Verse 3, it says, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, and we just went over that. Earthquakes have been happening all over the place. Major earthquakes too. And these earthquakes are going to continue. Along with these uproars. Uproars have been happening all over the world. But just like I said, uproars will be here, right here in Babylon the Great. That's what we got. We got uproars happening all over all 50 states. People are uproaring in the capital cities. And like I said, them uproars, it's finna get ugly. See, these Edomites is finna turn on each other. They finna turn on these governors, these mayors, these senators. They're not gonna. I'm gonna get to that scripture, Lord willing. They're not gonna be thinking about none of these different leaders in a minute. They just gonna lose it. They don't like what they seeing already. They ain't seen nothing yet. This is verse 4. It says, 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the Lord has already called this thing from the beginning. Everything we see happening, the Lord already spoke. We just living it out. So everything these devils is doing, if they think they avoiding the prophecy of the Lord, they don't know, they don't understand the power of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everything they doing is prophecy. Even with this AI, as if the Lord didn't see that coming, as if he didn't put it in their minds to develop that AI. See, the Lord is that worried about nothing these devils are setting up. Everything they have, everything that they're doing, everything they're able to do, the Lord gave it to them. See, he gave it to them, and let alone this rulership. As it says in the book of Job chapter 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These devils didn't set themselves up. The Lord set them up in power for a reason. And they're at the end of their rulership. And it's nothing that they can do to stop it except do things to bring it to pass. Just like everybody. Everything everybody is doing is bringing prophecies to pass. It says, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, and we see it. We can see it. We see clearly. We see clearly that we are at the end. See, the Lord already called this thing, and we're at the end now. We're in the last days of Esau's wicked kingdom. We're in the last days, and the end is manifest. Verse 6, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And we've been getting them too. That big, we had that big major solar eclipse happen in 2017. It cut across Babylon the Great. And then we had that we just had the other one in 2024, that great solar eclipse. And when you put them together, it formed an X right over Babylon the Great. See, the Lord is about to X this place out. All of these signs is happening. And you saw that video with that tornado looked like they said it looked like a portal opening. I have never seen nothing like it. Those are just more signs and wonders from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Powerful works, endings, and effects and signs. So we're seeing everything happening that the Lord said would happen in these last days. And Esau, he's at the end. We're witnessing an end of an era. Let's get this real quick. This is the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. And this is nobody can stop this. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau, the Edomites, who's ruling right now, these so-called white people, this is their rulership right now, but they're at the end of their rulership. And they're ruling in the last days just like the prophecy said would be happening. See? And Jacob, representing the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect, we getting ready to be set up in the kingdom. See? After Yahweh shall tear this place down. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we're getting ready to get into the kingdom. We're gonna be translated, Lord willing, into the kingdom, and we're gonna receive an everlasting kingdom. An everlasting kingdom. Our kingdom will never end. And it's going to be ruled in righteousness, which is the complete opposite of Esau's world. This place is being ruled in wickedness. Now, from there, I want to get this, because I've been bringing up uproars. I believe I pulled up the definition for uproars, and these uproars are happening as we speak, not just in Babylon the Great, but all over the world. It says uproars, uproar. It says a loud, impassioned noise or disturbance, a public expression of protest or outrage. And that's what you're seeing. These people in Babylon the Great, they outraged for all of the things that DJ Trump and Elon Musk is doing. They not liking none of this stuff. But hey, we love it. All of these things must happen. Everything must come to pass. Everything that the Lord said would be happening is happening. Esau's kingdom is circling the drains. And you ain't seen nothing yet. People are pissed. People are upset with everything that's happening in Babylon the Great. Everything that's going on. People are on social media crying and whining and just angry and pissed off, disillusioned, confused. You name it, all over, all the above. And soon it's going to turn into sedition. It's going to get really bad out here. It's going to get really bad. These Edomites is going to be at each other's throats in a minute. Now from there, let's get this in 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse, I'm going to start at verse 16. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So people are getting more and more angry. Right now, they're confused, they sad, they crying. But hey, it's finna turn into real anger out here. And these people are not going to regard their kings, meaning they're not going to regard their leadership. They're not going to regard these different people set up as leaders in this country. And they're different. So that's what it's talking about when it says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, meaning presidents, mayors, senators, Congress people, all of these different positions of people that the Lord has set up. And yep, he set them all up. But people are not going to regard them. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power, meaning you're not going to be able to tell them nothing. They just going to go buck wild in this place. It's going to get crazy. Sedition, people going to be invading one another. As the scriptures say, the love of many is just going to wax cold because the sin is going to abound. Sin upon sin. People are just going to be losing it out here. They're not going to give a damn about nobody and nothing. If they can take it, they're going to take it. See? If they got to take somebody out, they're going to do that. It's going to be wild in Babylon the Great. Verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go in a city and shall not be able." And they're going to have checkpoints. You're going to have the MOTB. The MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which we already been telling you. Do not take that thing, okay? That digital C-hip device that they want to put in your head or in your hand. Do not take that thing. That's all part of this devil system, this beast system that they want to link up to this digital system, which is going to be controlled by the AI. You take that thing, you done, man. the Lord is going to destroy you. And everything, you're going to be monitored. You're going to be tracked. You're going to be regulated on what you can buy, when you can buy it, how much you can buy. You're not going to have no power no way. See? We're going to trust in the Lord. See, we're going to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And we're gonna be praying that the Lord keeps us from the hour of temptation. See? It's a group of people, the elect of Israel. The Lord is going to keep from the hour of temptation, which is when they come out with that MOTB, and it may be made mandatory, and it's going to go across the whole world. But it's a group of people, the elect of Israel, that the Lord is going to keep from having to take that thing. He's going to make a way. We're going to be able to eat. We're going to be able to have water and shelter and a place to be. We're going to have all the things we're going to need in that time, because the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation. Lord willing, we're of that number. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You're talking about a time when men are going to be afraid. What about you women? You women going to be scared out of your minds. If the men are going to be afraid, what do you think it's going to be for the women? See? That's why the Lord is going to have his men out here. His men are going to be more precious than fine gold. See, a man of the Lord is going to be more precious than fine gold in the times of trouble that we're coming into. And these women out here going to want to get what one of the men of the Lord. That's prophecy. See, Isaiah 4:1. That's going to happen. It's going to be so bad out here. These women ain't going to be thinking about they're not going to have no pride in that time. They're not going to be thinking they don't need a man in that time. They talking real boastful and all kind of crap now. But when that time hits, man, it's going to be terrible out here. Imagine seeing men crying and shaking and shook up out here. And then you see the men of the Lord stable, right? With that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Is what the scripture says is going to be the stability of that times. We're going to have that hedge of protection on us, Lord willing. See, some men are going to have spiritual power. See, and women recognize power. They recognize power, and we're going to have to be trying to figure out who going to be with a man of the Lord, who we going to keep, who going to be with us, who's not, because we ain't accepting everybody in that time. We're not. The Lord going to put the spirit on us. We're looking for the women that the Lord has set up. You think just because you're a woman and you got a box, that's going to be your ticket? No, that's not the way that it's going to go. It's going to be the women that the Lord has set up. You elect women out there. See? Verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor. You know what that means? That means that no matter what that man thinks he has to do, he's going to do it. No matter what he has to do. A lot of people finna get slaughtered out here. A lot of people getting ready to get deleted out here. Because people going to be doing everything they can to survive. And you ain't seen, if you think that that you've seen men in the worst way, you have it. Because, as they say, when you have nothing to lose, you lose it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. When people have nothing to lose, they're going to lose it. Completely lose it. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. See, people are going to be destroying people's houses. Just spoiling their goods. Just stealing everything people got. It's going to be the strongest of the strong. The weak will be devoured. Because this is going to happen. This is prophecy. It says because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. That's why. It's going to be famine out here. And people are going to be willing to do any and everything to survive. And if you don't have the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, protecting you in that day, you're going to be through out here. You're going to be through. You women going to need a man of the Lord. Hey, it's only so many ways out of this thing. And ultimately, you're going to need the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. See, Lord willing, we're of that number to be delivered, to be protected in a time of trouble that's coming. Now, from there, I want to close out in the book of St. Matthew. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24. Chapter 24 and verse... I'm going to start at verse 29. I'm going to end in 33. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation, and we're talking about Jacob's trouble, a time on earth that there's never been. Immediately after the tribulation in those days, the sun shall be darkened and the moon shall not give her light. The stars shall fall from heaven and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. See, that third war, when that third world war pop off, it's going to be missiles flying. See, the Lord going to have them, have those Russians over there. They're going to think an evil thought and they're going to push those buttons. In every nation that has nuclear missiles are going to push those buttons. And then the Lord's going to take over. See, the Lord is going to be taking over all these nuclear missiles, and they're going to hit everywhere where the Lord wants them to hit. And most of them going to hit right over here in Babylon the Great, aka America. And when the destruction hits, when the fires are going up, it's going to look like a lake of fire. See, from an aerial view, this whole mass land, 5,000 square. All of this from the east coast to the west is going to be completely consumed with fire. This is prophecy, and we can see it before it happens. We know it's getting ready to happen. We getting close. Verse 30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, talking about Yahushua, in heaven. And it says, and then shall the tribes of the earth mourn. See, our people are going to be mourning, specifically you 2/3 Jakes out here who knew you wasn't right with the Lord, who didn't believe the prophets that the Lord set up. You didn't believe the word. You didn't even believe in the true names of Yahweh and Yahushua. You kept calling on your names, the names you had, sweet Jesus and all these other false gods. You think he gonna deliver you in that time? He's not. It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven. He's coming back in that huge chariot. The clouds of heaven is talking about that huge chariot he's coming back in. It's going to cover the whole sky. Esdras described it as he couldn't see the one end to the other. See, as far as he could look from one end to the other, he couldn't see the end of it. That's how huge the chariot that the Lord Yahushua is coming back on. It's going to be huge. And he's coming, it says, he's coming with power and great glory. He's coming with power. I'm talking about power this world has never seen or witnessed. You're going to know Yahushua is here. You're going to feel that power because he's coming with all power and glory. Verse 31, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet. Those angels is talking about the chariots of the Lord. See, those chariots whom people ignorantly call UFOs, they have angels in them. See, those are our brothers. The angels are in these chariots, piloting these chariots. See, these chariots are being piloted by the angels of the Lord. It says, and they shall gather together his elect. See, he's not going to gather together everybody. He's not going to gather the people who believe in sweet Jesus. He's not even going to gather together 2/3 of his own people right here in Babylon the Great. The scriptures say he's only going to deliver 1/3 in Babylon the Great and all of the elect that are scattered all over the world. The elect, only the elect is going to be delivered. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds and from one end of heaven to the other. So all over the earth, all over the world, the elect is going to get beamed up out of here. Lord willing, we're of that number getting beamed up out of here all over the world. And most of the deliverance is going to take place right here in Babylon the Great. Verse 32, it says, now learn the parable of the fig tree. When the branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. And that's how we know. We're not talking about leaves from a fig tree, but we're relating it to the prophecies. Every time we see things happening concerning prophecy, that's how we know we close. That's how we know we at the end of this thing. The earthquakes, the uproars of the peoples, the wars, the rumors of wars, the pestilences, all of these things happening with the floods and the droughts, the hurricanes and the earthquake. All of these things are letting us know that we are close. We are very, very close to the end of this thing. Esau's kingdom is getting ready to pass away. Verse 33. So likewise, when ye shall see these things, meaning the signs, the prophecies of the signs and the prophecies, know that it is near, it is even at the doors. So we close. We close out there. We are very, very close. And we can see everything coming to pass, just like the Lord said it would be happening in the last days. And we're excited. We're coming into some very, very dangerous times. But yet this is some exciting times, because all of the evils have to come to pass. Jacob's trouble must happen. Jacob's trouble must happen. See, the MOTB has to come out and be made mandatory all over the world. That has to happen. And that third world's war, that's prophecy. That's going to happen. For all you out there who thought that there were going to be peace talks and they were going to that doomsday clock is going to go back. No, it's going to hit 12. Lord willing, this year it's going to hit 12. We needed to hit 12. See? Because when it hit 12, Yahushua is going to be here with the host of angels, and he's going to deliver us. And the angels, he's going to have the angels out here delivering us from all over the world, all the elect. We're going to get beamed up out of here just before the destruction. As the warheads is coming down, we're going to get simultaneously beamed up out of here into safety. See? So, hey, we at the end of this thing. We at the end. And with that, I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been News and Prophecy, Uproars, Floods, Tornadoes, Snowstorm, and Plane Crash. As a matter of fact, I didn't get that. I'm glad I said that. There was a plane crash. This just happened. Hopefully I can find it. Yep, this is it. I'm glad I read that. This is out of CNN. This is out of CNN.com. It says Delta plane. This is just happened. Delta plane crashes and flips upside down at Tornado Airport. This literally just happened. And I believe nobody got injured on there. It says 80 people. You see, it says everything that could go wrong went wrong. Yet 80 people survived the accident. So nobody got. Let me see if I might play a little bit of this video clip here, if it'll play. They always put these commercials in there. 1 minute. I want to play this, and then I'll end it. Then I'll end it. 1 minute. So yeah, everything's happening. These planes, I just did a video about the planes. All kind of plane things are happening. Incidences, plane crashes, planes falling out of the skies. Hey, this is another one. People are really shook up. Now let's get this.
It's unbelievable. You have video that you recorded. We've been watching. Tell us when you first realized something was the matter.
Yeah, it was a typical flight from Minneapolis to Toronto. And we were coming in, and I did notice that, like, the winds were super gusty. The snow had kind of blown over the runways. And so coming in, it just, it was routine, but like it was noticeable that the runways were kind of in a weird condition. And when we hit, it was just a super hard, like a hit the ground, and the plane went sideways. And I believe we skidded like on our side and then flipped over on our back, where we ended up. There was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane. And when we got finished, it was I was upside down. Everybody else was there as well. Thankfully, everybody was okay. But we tried to get out of there as quickly as possible. And then shortly thereafter, I got done filming the video. There was another explosion, but luckily the firefighters got out of there.
They were there quickly, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So where were you seated in the plane?
I was in like row 10 of the plane, so just front of the wing.
And did you see the wing come off?
No, by that point we were being tossed around. I was just trying to hold on to everything at that point.
And how did you get yourself out of your seatbelt? And did everyone stay in their seatbelts that you could tell? Was everyone hanging upside down? Had anyone slipped out of their seatbelts?
Yeah, I mean, it was mass chaos. I was upside down. The lady next to me was upside down. We kind of let ourselves go and fell to hit the ceiling, which is surreal feeling. And then everybody was just like, get out, get out, get out. We could smell like jet fuel. Even now I smell like jet fuel. And then we just crawled out the back of the airplane. The firefighters, the EMTs were there right away.
Was anyone injured? I mean, what did you see? We know there were some injuries. What was it like?
Chaos. There was injuries. There was hurt individuals. Yeah, I mean, it's just all the emotional roller coaster that you go through, but things you hope you don't see again, right?
Hey, see, as you can see, the Lord is moving. Things are happening fast. Things are happening really fast this year. 2025, everything is happening all at once. And every time you look up, there's another plane incident. There's another plane crash. These things are happening because we're in the last days. It's going to be a lot of mass chaos out here, a lot of mass confusion, a lot of people getting ready to be destroyed out here. It's going to get real ugly. And we can't stress that enough. We can't stress that enough. Everything is happening this year. This literally could be the year of our deliverance. These plane crashes, man, everything is happening. So we're getting really, really close to the end of this thing. And with that, I'm going to end it. I hope that you were edified by this lesson. News and prophecy, uproars, floods, tornadoes, snowstorms, and planes and plane crashes. So I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.